Alright. Hi guys. How are you doing today? I don't know. Hi you guys. How are you doing? Alright, hi you guys. How are you doing today? Welcome back. It's the Yoruba goddess Chaotic, and I wanted to come to you guys with some topics that I thought were interesting. So here they go. I don't know. I'm trying to do like a what is it called? A thumbnail. Yeah, thumbnail. Okay, let me start with my nervous laughter. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I went to the Earth Day at Union Station today, just by happenstance, because I was, I guess, tired of going to my usual lunch spot or whatever. So I decided to, I don't know, go to Union Station instead, and it's actually closer than my normal lunch spot. So yeah, and I am definitely a STEM chick, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I have some pictures and stuff of my outing, my excursion, my little tour. Not tour, but yeah, I was being a big old kid today during lunch, and I had a great time. So, sometimes you just have to, you know, throw a little dip into your day and see where it takes you. I mean, I got so many pictures. I had so much fun. I got this cool bag, and you know, Earth Day is tomorrow, but I guess they celebrated it today at Union Station or whatever. Look, I'm trying to use my adult voice or whatever, but I get so excited because I really like this. This is creativity at its finest. It's so many different content creators. There's so many different contents, and I get so excited. So anyway, I went and I did that today, and yeah, it was pretty cool. But what I really wanted to discuss was several things. Oh, I probably put it in this bag. Hold on. Did I? Did I take it out? Oh my god, did I take it out? Oh, ooh, I also wanted to share this with you all. But let me see. What is it? Did I take it out? Oh my goodness. Did I take it out? No. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh my god. Hold on. Well, I don't know if I can even show this. It's for NASA. It's for NASA. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no. Maybe I didn't. Hold on, you guys. And I'm definitely going to share this with you all. But hold on. Yeah. Okay. I found it. So, good. Ooh, it's a lot of stuff, too. It's a lot of stuff. Lord, thank goodness I found it. But I don't know if we're there yet. I don't know. Let me see what other topic I could discuss before I jump into all of this. Oh God, hold on. Okay. So first I want to say Ekaro, Ekasan, Ekale. So those are three greetings in Yoruba. And I figure, because my name is the Yoruba goddess Chaotic, I should maybe speak a little bit of Yoruba, and I'm not perfect at it. So if any of my Yoruba people are watching, yes, please help. SOS. But yes. So Ekaro is good morning. From a junior perspective, because I'm younger, but in general I believe it's Ekaro. And then you have Ekason, which is good afternoon, meaning, good afternoon. So Ekason, Ekason, Ekason. Then you have Ekale, 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 meaning good evening, good night, I believe. So Ekason is good afternoon. Ekaro is good morning. Ekale, good evening. So tonight is good evening. So thank you for calling Park, the Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehabilitation and Recovery Center. How can I help you? And yeah, again, thank you for calling Park, the Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehabilitation and Recovery Center. How can I help you? Okay. So how can I help you? Well, my name is Sasha, and I have this boyfriend, and he hasn't called me in over 3 weeks now. So I was wondering, what should I do, and whatever. Okay, Sasha, I really love that name. That's a really great name. I would look into the meaning if I were you. And if a guy hasn't reached out to me in over a week, I would say maybe that's not my guy. Number one. Number two, has he given you money? Like, has he paid for a drink, a bill, a meal, anything? Those would be the more pertinent questions to ask. Okay, Sasha. So, also, are you living in a home or are you renting? Those are the more important things that I would be asking. So, exactly what is your question again to me? What was that? Yeah, so my question was, well, actually, it was just my boyfriend, he hadn't hadn't heard from him in 3 weeks and whatever. So I wanted to know what to do, how should I handle it? But yeah, I have a lot to think about because I'm definitely still renting for sure, and definitely still have a lot of bills, and yeah, so I really do need to think about those things because if I don't, I may be evicted. So maybe I should ask him to help me with that. And yeah, yeah. I'm liking how you're thinking about this, Sasha. It's very becoming of you. I really would love for you to explore yourself a little bit more, but that is up to you. But I'm liking your trail of thought already. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking like you're gonna, go get another one, and one that could possibly, actually be of service and assistance to you, and not just in name only. It's like, oh, I got a man, but actually doing what a man is supposed to do for you. So, Sasha, I think you're on the right track, and we'll always be here if you need us at the Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehabilitation and Recovery Center. And feel free to visit our physical location whenever it opens up, and we would definitely appreciate any contributions. Thank you again, and hopefully we don't have to hear from you anytime soon. Thank you. Bye, Sasha. Next caller. Cause y'all know that's how it be, y'all. Y'all know that's how it be. Early. Let's catch it early on so that these ladies will have a chance, a fighting chance. Okay, at really doing something and being themselves and knowing who they are, and not becoming like bitter later on in life. The world has enough of these things, and so I guess I can just get into the world has enough of these things, and that's goes along with like the blue check mark, and it'll make sense once I'm done. Okay, the world has enough of people being taken advantage of, and then the truth coming out, and the people that were being taken advantage of because maybe they had to make some certain sacrifices, financial or what have you, to accomplish certain levels or certain goals that maybe wouldn't have been easily accomplished without it. So yeah, if it wouldn't have been easily accomplished without it, and you made some sacrifices as those type of people, you won't like it if other people are just coming in like for what you would consider free, even though people are paying for the blue check marks. Me, I'm paying for it because I want to make sure that people know that it's me and my company and things of that nature. If you notice, it's not my the Yoruba goddess chaotic that has the blue check mark. It is the goddessuniverse.com that has the blue check mark, because it's my company and we want people to know that it is definitely us. So ours is more for verification, but it doesn't even matter. Blue check is a blue check at this point. And but needless to say, so I'm comparing that by saying the content creators that celebrities possibly didn't want to have blue checks started getting blue checks. So now I believe it's going into a phase where everyone is just gonna be appreciated for who they are, and realizing that celebrity or not, you still have value. I think that's the bigger message. And yeah, so I think that's the way the world is going. You don't even want what I think it's going to be like in the next couple of years or so or more. I don't know. But yeah, I think everyone's just going to have, because you never know who can relate to what. I think the blue check mark is starting to open up people's eyes that everyone is just a human being. Certain people like certain privileges, and it just is what it is. And I think the world is going to go into a direction of just appreciating everyone for their unique talents. And if it if it resonates with a whole bunch of people, great. And the world needs that, and I believe that the sharing of information and knowledge is the most important thing, and has always been the most important thing, and that knowledge has been kept from a lot of people that should have been free flowing in the first place. So, like, another way that I can explain it is, okay, fraternities and sororities, potentially they, get initiated, they go through all these things just to find out what potentially we all know now, or have access to now. And potentially they had to do a lot of things that may have not always been a great thing. And that maybe they're not so proud of, just to get the information that now everyone has. You would be mad too, but should that limit the information from being shared further? No. Or should that have limited the information, period? The information should not have been limited, period, is basically what I'm saying. And you can't be mad at the masses, I guess, or the people that are receptive of it. That's displaced anger, is kind of what that sounds like to me, period. Like, the people that are, I guess, utilizing the tools that they have are being what is made to feel like punished or or being put in a bad spot for what was available to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, I don't know. That's just what it feels like. That's what it seems like. That's what it's coming across as for now. So I don't know. And that kind of goes to like the world story to me, which is exactly that. That's occurring time after time after time within our individual lives, as well as the overall whole of the universe, is that exact story. The story of the world story. Information being taken and being flipped and reversed, you know what I'm saying? Flip, 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 flopped all over the place so as to distract from the original mission or agenda or what have you. Because as one of my faves, Ashira Star Goddess, Shira Seven would say, the agenda remains the same. It does not change, period. Whether you want to deceive people or be honest with people, which would be the better, the best bet, the greater good, whatever you want to do, no matter what, the mission, the agenda, the 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 goal is still the same. Whether you want to deceive people or be honest with people and give people their free will and their right to choose and their right to the knowledge, even though the knowledge is at their hands right about now. So it's up to you if you want to receive it. It's up to you if you want to dig further, or it's up to you if you want to run back in a direction that we're not going in at all, even though it is like a cyclical process, but cyclical upward, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. So yeah. Oh, hold on. So I put, in short, people are mad they can no longer fool people, and eventually liars must submit because the offense is the actual lying. Okay? So, and you know, some people will fight till the end to protect their lie, and it's unfortunate for them, you know? Let me see, hold on. So, what I'm going to just say is that everything is coded. Everything is coded. Everything is coded, okay? And, you know, it makes it fun. It allows you to go deeper than the surface level, and you can recognize people that go deeper than the surface level, and then it becomes like, okay, you're on a high, on a whole nother level up from surface level, even though it should be below. So, but what's above, so below, though, if you know. But hey, that's a rhyme. Above, below, though, if you know. Hey, but okay. But so the more awareness you seek, the more you ascend or descend. It's up to you, really. Boom, that's a word. um but yeah, so everything is coded. No matter what age, if you haven't learned or unlocked certain keys, or to even know that there's certain things to be decoded, or that a lot of things are like symbolism. Even the Bible is like a book of fables, you know. I'm just saying, if you can look at it in that way. Some people do. And you are as good as basically a I wouldn't even say a child, and I wouldn't want to say an animal, you know. So I'm gonna hush. But if you haven't unlocked certain knowledge, certain self awareness, and where the world is going right now, it's dangerous. It's actually dangerous to be ignorant. It's very dangerous to be ignorant, especially in these days. But you can't really tell people what to listen to, what to receive, because in this day and age, it's there. And your higher self, or you will be upset at yourself later on because you did not maybe have enough self-discipline, or you were busy judging the messenger instead of receiving the message. I don't do that. Nope. Even the people that I don't like, I learn from. You can literally comment anybody, period, and I can that I know, and I can literally point out something positive, either that I've learned from the person or have or about. You have to, like, to me that's like a challenge. Oh yeah, I can find something positive in anyone, and maybe that's trauma speaking. You know what I'm saying? See, you have to be self-aware. I'm completely self-aware. Trust and believe that. I'm self-aware of my arms, I'm self-aware of my hair, I'm self-aware of my being, I'm self-aware of my melanin. Okay, I'm self-aware. Okay, and when you're self-aware, that's a whole nother level of confidence that cannot be touched, period. And I would love to teach you all that if you give me the chance, but it is what it is. If it's not for you, it's not for you, baby. And but it's fun on this side. This side over here, you get a lot of knowledge about a lot of things that's gonna help you all together, period. Okay, but you choose what you listen to, you choose what you consume, baby. But I'm the confidence curator, okay? I'm the partner selection coach. I'm the Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehab and Recovery Center, you know, creator, period. So creating is my thing, period. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. So, yeah, you have to unlock certain keys of life, and through seeking that awareness, because if you don't seek additional awareness or spirituality or what have you further than what's on the surface, that's dangerous. And certain things will come to you. You can decide whether or not you want to receive it. It's really up to you. No one can force you. All we can do is like speak about it, and it's up to you to dig further, honestly. Next, I'm going to go into how some friends or associates can become haters. So, and this is through literally experience. And I'll use one for instance now. I'm starting a YouTube channel, clearly. I'm doing my YouTube. And, the people that don't support, for instance, when you're embarking on certain things, those that didn't support in like the beginning, and you see that they don't support you, you see them looking and like literally not supporting. Those are the same people when you do make it, because you will make it, period. You will make it. Those are the same people that when you make it, they're going to start reaching out to you and then supporting you. And then when you do not respond because you're actually very busy with the people that were actually supporting you, those are the ones that are going to speak terribly about your name, etc. You know how that goes. And then say that you're fake, you changed, blah, 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 when they weren't supporting you in the first place. You potentially didn't even speak to the person for years and years and years anyway. So we wouldn't know why they would say you're fake or you're changed or whatever, because they never knew you. If it comes down to it, you all were discovering who you were and things of that nature. So you don't owe anybody anything. And me, for instance, it's a lot of people on my social media that I've purchased their items, their products. I've done things that people that actually know them don't do. So, and I can choose to stop at any point, because it is what it is. I don't owe nobody nothing. Okay? And neither do you. Period. Just so those people that turn into haters, or those friends that potentially were always haters or what have you, because they knew that you were going to come into your potential and felt threatened by that and tried to undermine you early on, but it didn't work, but they tried, which is unfortunate, right? Because you must be a badass bitch for people to try to stop you before you even are who you supposed to be, and still aren't who you supposed to be yet. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to you, boo. You know what I'm saying? You pressure, and you're not even trying to be. You actually be trying not to be pressure. You just be trying to chill, you know, what I'm saying? And do your thing. And yeah. But it is what it is. You can't control. Again, you can't control how other people feel about themselves. You can't. You can't. All you can do is control you, how you feel about yourself, and that's it. You don't have to walk on eggshells with people. You don't even have to allow them to be around you or you be around them. Okay? Period. And another thing, be careful who you share your ideas with. And yeah, like mentors, even mentors and teachers, just be confident in yourself. Trust yourself. Be you. You know what I'm saying? If you have ideas, write them down and research, and maybe ask people. I don't know. I'll ask a stranger, you know what I'm saying? Just an objective person for the most part, and but just ask someone that's actually good in that field. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to disclose to them every detail. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to embark on something maybe someone hasn't even tried before, or embark on something that other people have put down. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful who you share your ideas with, because some people may even misdirect you on purpose, just for the hell of it, and then steal your idea. So be careful. That's why tried to, I trademarked the Dash Goddess Universe. You know what I'm saying? And the Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehab and Recovery Center. Yeah. Yeah. All of that. So definitely we'll be doing more business tips as we go along. But like I said, I'm eclectic. That is my brand. Eclectic meaning a lot of things out of the box. So don't put me in no corner. You don't put baby in no corner. You don't put no baby in no corner. Nah, nope. Mm-mm. So that's just what it is. So again, you either riding with me or you're not. You either can dig it or not. It is what it is, baby. Those that are meant to receive it will. So it won't stop this. It won't stop this train, baby. Okay. So next, let me see what I want to talk about next. Okay, so this is will be a couple of clips from the 4D Donut Earth discussion with Q Reeves and the Share Star Goddess. That was about 2 weeks ago. And this is about 30 minutes in or so. And she breaks down the keyboard in a way that scientifically it just makes sense. I don't know. I think she's been working on this for a while. And I think that this is her theory. And this is probably the smartest thing I've ever heard in my life. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I still have to do a little bit more research. And get Shira 7 or a Shira Star Goddess is like the big sister I've always wanted. You know what I'm saying? And that statement alone that's a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? But here is a clip of what I'm talking about, and she breaks down the numbers of a keyboard. Okay, here we go. With y'all out there, so if y'all have a keyboard in front of you, like on a computer or computer keyboard or a laptop, if you look at the number row, I drew it out for y'all. You're welcome. If you look at the number row and all the symbols that are, above, like for the cap, like when you hit the caps button, you get like the exclamation symbol, the at symbol, the pound symbol, the dollar sign. And so each symbol that is above each number represents, huh? Oh, okay, thank you. It represents each dimension. So if you look at the first key, it's like a wave, right? And a dot. So it's material, like
that was clean.
Yeah, it's a tilde, that's what they call it, or like a little wave and then a dot. So that would be like, matter forming, and then and then the one has an exclamation point over it. So that would be like the 1 point, which would give you 1B. It's just a point on a paper, right? Or just a point. And then you have the @ sign, which is number 2, which means you have a cross or a point between two, a cross and 1 point, or a location, right? So you went from wave to point to location and space, right? So then 3D is the pound sign, and then you get,
there you go.
And 3D is the pound sign, so you get a globe, because you have now more than 1 point and you have a lot of space. So now you can do a globe, and the 3D point, you have height, width, and volume. So that's 3D. And then for 4, you get the dollar sign. And the dollar sign is a line with an S, right? And so you have the material, location, time, space, inside and out. So you have the up, as above, so below, and then you have the line, like the caduceus symbol with the thing going up. So you have the material world, you have the kundalini energy rising, you're self-aware, and so that's what the dollar sign represents.
Your spine.
Yeah, the spine, self-awareness, kundalini rising, as above, so below. Then number 4, 4D, material, as well as time, space, inside, out, donut, earth, like that's why it's an S, because it's moving and that frequency. Then we have the number 5, which is the percent symbol, and that represents the 2 worlds, or the 5th dimension, where you could be in 2 places at one time, or the clone, or you saw yourself, and now you have risen above time and space, and you're in that point where you can literally slow down time and create the world that you want, like manifest at will. And then it starts to change after 5D. When you get to 6D, you got the little arrow pointing up, or like and that represents the ascension. You've peaked at your ascension. And then, you start to descend or descend into each other. So the worlds start to collide. And so you have this in-between space, like you were saying, like a portal, during these shifts. And so then you go to 70, which is the and sign, like, the little and that represents the merge of the 2, and being able to have the best of both worlds. And also it represents, becoming, like 7 is the number that they use to represent a god or a goddess. Then 8D, all directions at once. It's a asterisk star, so you're able to see from different perspectives, or limitless, like like
octopus, have your hands.
Yeah. And so you're
symbology in Doctor Strange, when he had to he did his hands, where it was all the hand symbols. Yeah, it was showing where he was hitting that 8D, huh? Okay.
Yeah, and it represents infinity, because it's all different directions at once. And then you get to the number 9, you get the bracket, which is the end, because number 9 is the last number, so that's the end. But it's the edge of infinity, because then you get to the number 0, and then it closes on itself. So you have the closed bracket is the number 0. So that's like the void and the new beginning. So that's like the womb. You start over, reincarnation. Like you've gotten into the void now. And then after that key, you have like a little dash, and then another dash on top of it. These look like bridges, or the number 11, which it would be the number 11 if this was a 10. It would keep going. So there you have the number 11, which is the bridge or the gateway into the next dimension, which would be the 12th dimension. And so that's why you have an 11 or an equal sign, and then a plus above it, because plus 11 is 12, right? So then you have the 12, which represents the 12D bridge back to 3D.
So this is like when you're about to be reborn or reincarnated. Backspace. Mm-hmm. You have the backspace key. The backspace is like number 13, right? Mm-hmm. And so this would represent the menstrual cycle, because the number 13 represents the lunar cycle, the woman, the menstrual cycle. There are 13. Back to space, back to the womb. Yeah. So now that 9 was clean though. Okay, and then the last key is home. Wait. Oh, okay. Number 14, home, and it's the number 5. If you add 1 plus 4 is 5. It's the last key, and it says home. Then you're back here again. But with knowledge, if you know it. Yeah, with the awareness of 1 through 9. So it was interesting when you said 9, because you said it's kind of like the end of the edge, and it's kind of like, then that's the word knowledge. Mm-hmm. So it's like once you hit the edge, you have gained knowledge, and then you got to go beyond knowledge. So there is no thy ledge or no knowledge, but then it's to go beyond that and be like, there is no ledge, there is no knowledge. I got to restart and learn all over again, but with the principles of 1 through 9. Now I got to start all over again, and I don't know anything. That's never what we're supposed to be sitting here doing. No, and the keyboard is called key because key represents knowledge. And, they have these new kids being born where they're like super geniuses, graduating from college at 3 years old, So a lot of these people that are being reborn are coming back with the knowledge because, think about it, when they were, if they were alive a little while ago, they still had access to the internet. They still had access to all this information. And so, when they reincarnated, they probably brought it back with them. Yeah, we have a lot of things here that can trigger the same reality. Like, for example, from the 12th century to like the 17th century, it was relatively the same speed and the same. They're waking up quick. Yeah, quick. Moms, I guess that helps too. Yeah, cell phones. They're just being fed knowledge from the start. It's not like they're being left alone. People are just giving them phones. Yeah, that's so true. And then when they go chat GPT, they get to start accessing this thing and start asking it all kind of questions. Imagine what it's going to learn. Mm-hmm. And they have that Siri and Alexa, so that the baby just could tell stuff what to do. Yes. And that for me, that's training for manifesting. Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking into existence. Yeah, the child doesn't know how this works, and so all they know is what they say is going to pop up, and so that's getting their confidence and their frequency to a level where when they speak, they expect, which is good, and they believe that it's going to happen, and that's the key. Yeah, they believe there's something's going to react when it speaks. Exactly.
So, yeah, that was literally the way Ashira, Star Goddess, Ashira 7, anyway, the way she broke down that keyboard, genius. Probably one of the smartest things I've ever heard in my life, along with the science to back it up. It checks out. It's checking out. I'm still doing my own research and all of those things. Time is the most important thing, is the most important resource, not money, because you can always regenerate money. Time, period. So I'll let that, coagulate in your brain. But we all know that, but we have to really think about that. But anyway, so that kind of leads me into decoding dreams. And it's funny because my family name is a variation of Joseph. And in the book of the Bible, Joseph was the one that could, analyze dreams and things of that nature. So it's funny. It's so funny right now. But I'm going to tell you guys about a dream that I had in 2010. And I told this to my friend pastor at the time because I was doing an internship at the Maryland General Assembly in Annapolis, Maryland. Yes. and I had to drive from Annapolis to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore like every week and back to DC and then to Annapolis and then to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore across the bridge, which was about 2 hours. Well, give or take. Anyway, so this was in 2010, and so my dream. Okay, so it's weird, but so the dream was about Tyler Perry and Oprah. We'll get there. We'll get there. So, I in the dream, it's like I just appear in the dream, and I'm like in this water fountain area. If you've ever watched She's All That, the movie, I love that movie. Kiss me. I love it. I love it. Like the water fountains, the little water thing that shoots up from from the floor, or if you're from the DC area, DMV area, and like Silver Spring area, close to Tacoma Park area. There's like at Silver Spring, there's this place where the kids can play right out front of some of the restaurants, and the water comes up. So it was like that kind of an area that I had woken up from my dream into my dream into. And I was just having a blast. It was either like a date or I was just having fun by myself. I could totally see that. I be having fun by myself, okay? And then all of a sudden it was like a sense of danger, and then I was like, no, Tyler Perry appeared, and he came and he grabbed me, and then we ran to like what now appeared to be the Kennedy Center. Like the staircase, like a windy staircase or something, is what it looked like to me. And then we were, because I wrote it down. I had to jot it down because it was like I can't believe I remember. I remember everything, and I remember everything, and that's why I believe this is segue tangent. I believe elephants are literally my favorite animals because I have a photo of me holding an elephant, teddy bear at like age 5. Remember that. But yeah, at like age 5, I had my little elephant teddy bear. It remembers everything. Elephants remember everything. Remember that elephant story of the elephant that came and stomped on someone's grave because the person had did them bad? Elephants remember everything. So I like elephants because I tend to remember everything. And then I like peacocks because they're so fabulous. They're so, what I'm saying, full of personality. They be peacocking, they be spreading their little wings, and it be fabulous. Okay. And then and I love cats, and then of course dogs. I have a dog, BB. You want to come? He's laying down. And then but anyway, so yeah, Tyler Perry comes, and because it's like a sense of danger now. I was just having fun playing in the little water fountain and whatever, and then a sense of danger. Then Tyler Perry appears, then we appear at like a Kennedy Center as type of place with windy stairs or something like that. And then what happens after that? After that, we we're now on to the streets of like DC, like K Street, like in the middle of traffic. And then then Oprah comes, what I'm saying, in a Vespa, and she's swoosh, we jump on the Vespa. I don't know how both me, Tyler Perry, and Oprah are fitting on this Vespa / motorcycle or whatever, but we're on it. And then like at one moment we're on in full of traffic streets of like DC area, and then from there we just ride off into like, is it like France, but not France, but France, like, or is it Ireland? It's full of greenery. It's something very clear and no traffic. So that was the dream I had in 2010 while I was still in college and going through a lot of things. So I don't know, but something made me want to decode that dream. No, I was watching a Cher's Star Goddess, and she was like, there's several ways to start, but that would be something, is to look at a person's name. So I'm like, and it just came back to me. So I said, okay, let me decode this dream. And it's funny because, mind you, my family's name is a variation of Joseph. And remember what Joseph did in the book of the Bible. So I was like, oh my God. So then I got into the decoding of it all. And these are the books that I use. This is Brief Answers to the Big Questions by Stephen Hawkins. This is my notebook. Okay. And then, of course, a short history of nearly everything, a journey through time, space and time. Okay. Bill Bryson. Designing the Mind, the Principles of Psychitecture. Okay. Then, A Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy, Dennis William Hawk. Then, this is just like my notebook that I had for the past couple years. And these are all the things I wanted to discuss with you all. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of content that I have for you all. You see that? You see all of that? Yeah. This is from 2021. Then I have, oh my God. Okay, so boom, boom. Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of, this was me planning for the Goddess Universe. Yep. So I have this book because it's a lot of content. It's a lot of content that I need to share with you all. And then what else? I haven't read this book yet, but I'm getting into it. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. So this is Michio Kaku, and it's called Physics of the Future: How Science Will Shape Human Destiny and Our Daily Lives by the year 2100. Okay. Then I have Flash of the Spirit: African and Afro-American Art and Philosophy by Robert Ferris Thompson. He's a really good author. Okay. Then I have The Way of Hermes, or Hermes, however you want to call it. And this is like the new translation of the corpus. Okay, this is it. How it looks. Okay. Then I have I have a lot of books. Kabillion. Kypillion, I don't. But people pronounce it two different ways, so there you go. Boom. Then I have the Emerald Tablets. Oh gosh. As well as relation of the mineral salt of the body to the signs of the zodiac. I have to crack open a couple of these because some of them I have read, some of them I'm just getting into. The science of getting rich, because we need our money, ladies. Yes. And then of course I have the books of Enoch. That's why my dog Bibi, Nibiru, come here. Nibiru Anu Inaki is my Bibi. No, Bibi, no. Okay, come on. There we go. Good boy. Come here. Right here. But yeah, I want to show the people your face. You're the baby. You the baby. Yeah, so this is Nibiru Anu Inaki. Okay, this is partially where his name came from. Then I have, of course, Secrets of the Universe, symbols, as well as for for any dusties or anybody in the comments, you definitely have to have a statistics book. Success, okay? Success at statistics. Recommend this to any dusty you may know. So, these are the books, and I started decoding. So I don't know if you are interested in what I've decoded so far. It's so interesting about my particular dream about Oprah and Tyler. Just comment below what you think the dream means. Comment below if you have an analysis of the dream. Comment below if you've had any similar kind of dream. And quite frankly, I'm starting to now. It's it keeps as you're decoding, it keeps going and going and going and going. So now that I'm actually saying some of the stuff that I've decoded out loud, it's like ping, it just keeps growing. Oh my god. How I'm not afraid of where it's gonna lead me, but gosh darn it, it's like I opened a couple of these books, the ones that I hadn't yet read. I opened a couple of them, and just everything was coming together. Okay, so I'm excited. If you want me to go over what I've decoded so far, comment. And again, make sure if you have like an analysis of your own of the Oprah Winfrey Tyler Perry dream, let me know, and maybe I don't know if we'll come to the same conclusion, because it's other stuff. It's like a little, what are those ancestry leaves? It's like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think this video has gotten long enough. I still have to edit and do all those things to finish up the video, and I'm still working on my editing, and I'm still working with my older laptop here. So again, if you like any of what I said or can relate to any of the things, please do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. And yeah, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Also, I wanted to just state justice for Shanquella, justice for Shanquella Robinson, justice for Shanquella Robinson's family, justice for everyone in Mrs. Robinson's family, period, point blank. I know I can't be as upset as the mother is, or as her father is, or her relatives are. But again, Shanquella was born in the same year as someone very, in my family, and I don't know, it really hit a soft spot in my heart. I hope that we can continue to, fight for justice for Shanquella. For me, sometimes I have to just kind of detach a little bit, because it will eat at me, but at the same time, you have to imagine, you can't even imagine how her mother must feel, and it frustrates me, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't want to cry about it anymore, and I know her parents don't, like, and it'll hit you like at in the most random time, like, wow, like that poor girl. And we've all been in compromising positions that only God has helped us out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. So not only is it that, I have a family member that was born in the exact same year, but I and people that I know have been in certain compromising situations that could have ended way worse than whatever it did, you know what I'm saying? And another reason why I did the Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehab Recovery Center is because I want to bring awareness to certain type of friends, certain type of mentalities. And when I first heard of it, it just broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? So for me, sometimes I have to not think about certain things, and like it just invokes my creativity sometimes when it's like, okay, wow, that's a lot. I just get more creative, and that's that. People deal with things different ways, and certain people get a little bit more creative. They get more in tune with their creativity, and you know highlighting their message even more. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I'm one of those people. But it just sucks because they're not pressing charge. Oh, okay. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to touch on was just I was looking certain things up today, I guess, and I wanted to just define, okay, idioms versus metaphors. A little English lesson, I guess. We all use idioms and metaphors every day, but I'll just read certain common idioms. So first of all, I want to define idiom for you. So, an idiom is a group of words established by usage as having a meaning not deducible from those of the individual words. Example, barking up the wrong tree. Once in a blue moon, see the light. A metaphor is an expression of something else, especially something abstract. He broke my heart. Your heart isn't literally broken. You're you're just feeling hurt and sad. Okay? So, let's just jump to the main point, which is idioms can be metaphors, especially implied metaphors, because they require the reader or listener to compare unlike things to understand the meaning. How is an idiom different from a metaphor? Idioms make a point using colloquial, culturally specific language. They may be metaphors but may not always be. Metaphors compare two unlike things to make a point. So idioms can be metaphors, but implied metaphors. Idioms make a point using colloquial, culturally specific language. So the hieroglyphs, culturally specific language. So even if we decode certain things, the meaning may still differ. You see what I'm saying? So now if someone were to decode my dream, they would just have the general decoding of that dream, but they wouldn't have what that decoding means as it applies to me specifically. And for that dream to be properly decoded, I have to be aware of maybe what the general decoding of that is, because that can lead me to the further decoding of why I specifically have been giving that dream. You see what I'm saying? And what it means to me and my family, or me and whoever, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that we knew, or we brushed up on idioms and metaphors and things of that nature. So my channel is going to be all encompassing, but I might break it into maybe like a more spiritual side, a girly side, a general side as far as what's going on today, latest, how to incorporate a lesson into what's going on in like today, or general terms, or celebrity news and anything like that. Or whatever, however it goes, or whatever I'm feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because you never know with me, which is why you have to subscribe to my channel, because I'm all over the place sometimes, and that is my brand, eclectic, and expanding your mind in so many different directions that you have no choice but to elevate your thinking. And you can't be around me and not elevate your thinking. And if you decide to not elevate your thinking around me, I know that that means you're afraid, and that, but you're on your way. So continue. And there are ways to, elevate from almost any situation as long as you have breath in you. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that we all know that and remember that, because sometimes we know things and we don't remember. That is a word. Sometimes we know things, but we don't remember. So you have to remember who you are. Remember as much as possible. Don't allow people to distract you from remembering the important things. And also, this is another key. This is another word. I believe, honestly, education activates your greater being. Education activates, or seeking awareness or knowledge. It does, it doesn't have to be formal at all. The some of the best knowledge I gained was not in school. And if a lot of different people are saying saying these things, it's not just coming out of nowhere. But yeah, so just seek knowledge, seek awareness. And it is different for everybody. It's because I know when I was trying to seek, more knowledge, I was like, exactly, it's specific to who you are. Okay. But there are some general things that, we're going to discuss on my channel, and, whatever. But, yeah. And then you tailor it to yourself, and, who you are and what you know and where you want to go, and, things of that nature. So I hope you enjoyed spending a little bit of time with me. I definitely enjoyed having you, and hopefully you like, comment, subscribe. I cannot wait to hear and read what you all, what's going through your mind. If you can relate, if you've had any similar dreams, I would really like to know. Or, I have another dream that I can, but I have to, if you want to know how I finished decode, well, I haven't completely finished decoding it, but if you want to know how I decoded it, and if you want to hear my other dream that I remember from when I was still attending Calvin Coolidge Senior High School in Washington, D.C., and it has to do with, yeah, it's a whole nother dream, but it was when Phil Cunningham passed away. I had a dream shortly after that, and it was kind of crazy, but I'll save that for a whole nother series. But this series is going to be like the general / spiritual / it's everything. I'm everything. Okay, period. I'm everything. You can get a little bit of everything from your science. You can get a little bit of makeup. You can get a little bit of theater. You can get a little bit of knowledge, actual knowledge. You can get some business tips, all of that. And yes, I have a book. It's called Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehab Recovery Center, and it's a little bit pricey, but hey, it is what it is. You can also just subscribe to my channel and follow my social medias to still get the same energy, the same information. The book is priced for the people that don't want to listen in the first place, and that it's going to have to be, let me hurry up and buy this book because I should have listened in the first place. That's what, those people, that's what the book, those are for, that's what the book is for, period. As well as people that just want to support me and purchase the book. But it's specifically and especially priced for those people that don't want to listen, that be following the leader as far as just blind, just following people without cause, which is dangerous, especially in this time that we're in. And you want people that's going to give you the actual factual, the truth. No hamburger, no keeping nothing back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. It's up to you. I rather have the full truth and be able to make up my mind, my free will, instead of having someone that might not even be as smart as you breadcrumbing you like the wrong information. And then when you find out the right information, you like, oh no, if I had this right information, I would have been did what I had to do. You'll be upset. So just be careful who the information that you're receiving, and make sure that you know who you are and that you know what you want. And no one has to sit with these decisions but you. So if what you want is different from what your homeboy or what your homegirl wants, it's okay, because they're not the ones that's going to be living with your decisions. You are, and they know that. So it's about time for you to know that, get hip to that, and start, maybe, I don't know, making your moves towards you. But anyway, let me get off my little soapbox, my little high horse or whatever. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye. Que tal truque de mágica? Bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want a woman to bring something to the table, go to IHOP. Go to the restaurant where you can tip her, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if I bring something to the table, you're going to be mad because it's going to be another man who's going to not ask me to bring something to the table. He's going to take care of the bill, them kids, and everybody else. Okay, welcome back, you guys. It's the Yoruba goddess Chaotic, and I have some things I wanted to discuss with you all tonight. Hold on. Okay, welcome back, you guys, to my channel. I wanted to discuss several things with you all tonight, but and thank you all for joining me. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. But I wanted to discuss, yeah, like I said, a couple of things. I just don't know which one to start off with. And I would love if you guys would comment now and in the near future of what you would like me to discuss. So I made a list of the things I wanted to discuss, but it went off into like a different aspect. So I'm not sure if we're there yet. So maybe I'll hold off on certain things, if you know what I mean. Oh gosh, I'm nervous.